But one of the smallest ethnic communities in Nigeria is the Ogoni people. They have so dramatized their own situation that the whole world agrees that there is need for a measure of self-determination. Is that right? Mm-hmm. But it's not only the minorities who are suffering in Nigeria. No group suffers more than the one to which you and I fortunately belong, because we have nothing to be remorseful about. We had nothing to do with determining that we are Yorubas. That's how God created us. And God doesn't intend that man should be of one language. Otherwise, we won't have the Babel thing. It's a deliberate thing that there are different peoples in the world. But each is supposed to have a measure of self-determination in matters that pertain to his own affairs. And so we said, okay, we want a federation. That's what we agreed for in the beginning, before the military came in '66. Let each region, let each group of people run its own internal affairs in its own way. That was how it was. Those of you who were in the West, those of us who were in the North, others in the East in those days, they were going at their different paces. Some people were setting the pace, others were going in other directions. But it suited everyone because we had minimum issues which united us at the center. And we thought we should revert to that. That's how Canada runs. That's how all federations run. And even countries that are not federations are adopting the same system because nothing works better. Britain is not a federation, or is it? And yet a progressive government comes into power and grants autonomy for a people who are literally persuaded to have it. The Welsh. The intractable Irish problem is getting a solution at last, and the Scots are going to have their own home parliament to determine issues of tax and so on and so forth. Why is it then that a nation as large and populous as the Yoruba nation, which had all the instruments of administration before the British came, cannot organize its own affairs? And it did successfully before the first coup. If things had gone on the way they were going before, no country in Africa could have overtaken Western Nigeria. Because there were several things over which we were forced at that time. But that's all history. We must make our history relevant. We can retrace the step. We can retract some of the things that have caused obstruction. NADECO feels that people abroad should know what it is all about. What are we crying for? What are they saying about us? Where is the truth? And that's why I said I would allow more time for questioning with Madam's approval. We are a nation. You Yoruba people, not a tribe. As Uncle Bola was explaining in a recent interview, it's primitive people who refer to as tribes. There are very few nations in the world with a figure population larger than ours. But others, if they have self-determination, if they are small, they determine how they want to group themselves together, and then we all know what unites us. There was a time in that country when even foreign affairs, a certain amount of it was determined by the region.